Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, wait! Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Are you alright? You missed your crossing signal. At least it's not too bad. You just seemed to think the don't cross was a cross and wandered directly toward the cars. What's got you so distracted? Nothing too serious, I hope. Your friend is... what? I don't mean to pry too much, but you look upset. I couldn't, in good conscience, leave you to wander the city with something weighing on you so badly that you might walk into traffic. There's a little diner right over there. I don't suppose you'd be willing to grab a drink and tell me about it? You're right. That is a pretty terrible pickup line. If it works, I suppose. And maybe I can actually help you with your friend worries. While we wait for the cross, I'm Rumi. And you are? My pleasure to make your acquaintance. So, this friend problem, is it something serious? Missing? Dead? No wonder you were distracted. That sounds awful. Will a coffee be enough? That sounds almost more like we should be hitting a bar. I'm so sorry. You seem surprisingly calm for something like this to be happening. Are you actually okay? Oh, yes. Could I get a coffee and a slice of this pie, please? Whipped cream, yes. Ice cream, no, thank you. Thank you very much. What would you like? I'll treat you. I might not be able to do much, but I can at least buy you a lunch and help settle your mind. That sounds great. One check, please. Thank you. Oh, before you go, I'd like to have one of these sandwiches to go when we pay, please. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Not knowing what to think about this, or how to feel, that seems reasonable. Were you close to this friend? That's some serious hesitation on that answer. Did something happen between you? What kind of a get-together? Game night? A party? An orgy? Sorry, I'm just trying to lighten your mood. You looked a bit upset for a moment. What didn't go well? The party? Or just the last time you saw them? Did you have a fight? Is the reason you left early something you feel like sharing? I don't want to make you uncomfortable if it's not. Handsy? What do you mean they got... Oh. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Are you all right? I understand you going home early. If you're sure you're fine. Oh, God. I can see why you're conflicted about how to feel. Someone getting grabby and the next thing you hear about them is that they're presumed dead. I'd be distracted enough to walk in front of a truck too. Are you sure you don't need something stronger than what you ordered? I'd be completely messed up trying to figure out how to feel about this if I were you. If you say so. So, if they think they're dead, do you know what happened? Or do you know what they think happened? An animal attack? Wait, is your friend the one they mentioned on TV? There was a breaking news story about that. Wow. Okay, yeah, you definitely deserve something stronger than diner fare later. The news said they found remains scattered across the property. Last I heard, they'd found other remains too in some kind of a pond. You didn't know? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, apparently they found other bodies on the property. They aren't sure who they were yet, but apparently the owner had some very strange things in the house. Like a secret torture room, sort of strange. The entire place is crawling with investigators now. They think the owner was some sort of serial killer, kidnapper. You didn't know about that? Oh, you look... excuse me, can we get some water over here right now, please? Are you okay? You look like you're going to hurl. You really didn't know anything about that, did you? I'm sorry. I assumed. That's on me. Here. You look like you're going to pass out or puke. Or both. Easy. Just sip this. Would a soda or something help settle your stomach better? No problem. Oh, are you going to be alright? This is really heavy. No one would blame you at all if you didn't want to keep talking about it. Least of all me. Alright, that's fair. This is a lot to process. I suppose they must have known that you left before the attack actually happened, so they wouldn't have asked you about anything except confirming when you left. They wouldn't really have any reason to tell you about anything they found. Seriously, that's awful. The fact you were involved with a monster like that at all is amazing. Not in a great way, admittedly, but amazing nonetheless. Do you have someone at home that you could talk to about all of this? Your best friend? Do they live close to you? Your roommate? That's good then. I'd hate to send you back home with this kind of knowledge and no way of having anyone to help process it. Did they know about your friend? Is that a good affirmative? You're worried? What are you worried about? Sigh. Is that your friend / roommate? Do you think they know something about what happened that night? What would make you think that they know something? They went to talk to Bray that night. Did you tell the investigators this? Okay, that's fair. You don't know for sure if they went out there and it could just cause trouble for everyone involved. You don't think your roommate had something to do with what happened, do you? Your expression says you might. Okay, that's all right, but look, I'm gonna ask something, and you're free to say no or tell me to kick rocks or cuss me out if it helps, but do you feel safe going home? I'm not trying to pry or anything. You've clearly been through a lot in the past week, and even I can tell that you're really, really worried about this situation. And if you're this worried about the situation, and if there's any chance that you're worried about your roommate, I can help you find someplace else to stay for the evening. This isn't to come on, I promise. I meant for a hotel or something. That's not helping. Look, I mean, I could get you in touch with the investigators or someone that you think you could feel safe with. If you think that this Psy person had something to do with the death of your... Well, I hesitate to call them your friend, but still, then you should stay somewhere that you feel absolutely safe. Before you go cussing me out, please let me just... Here, my card. I'm a private investigator by trade. I'm actually investigating the entire incident on behalf of a client. I wasn't following you. I genuinely just happened to cross you at the crosswalk. You were spacing out, and I really was concerned when you were about to walk into traffic. None of this has been any sort of a pretense, I promise. And I swear I had no clue who you even were before you introduced yourself and mentioned your concerns. But finding out your connection to the victim, I won't lie and say that didn't interest me. But no, I'm not investigating you in connection with the attack or anything like that. I was investigating the victim, Bray. Bray, what was the rest of that name again? Lynn? Den? It was a very strange name. Anyway, I was contacted a while back by another person who asked me to look into them. After a while, my client stopped responding. I had assumed they had their answer, and I dropped the case. There was no mention of any concerns that Bray was violent or dangerous, and I wasn't finding anything that indicated such. I picked the case back up after finding out that there were other bodies on the property. I'm concerned my client may be among Bray's victims. Thank you for your sympathy. Honestly, I feel a bit guilty. If I hadn't dropped the case after my client stopped responding, perhaps I may have stopped others from being victimized by this apparent monster like you. I appreciate your forgiveness. You may not blame me, but I do blame myself. I should have followed up instead of waiting for them to get back to me. I should have continued the investigation, but I didn't consider it a priority. What is one of them doing here? Hey, you! Do you know that person? Hey, Squirt! Fancy meeting you here. Grabbing lunch? Who's your new friend? I'm sorry, but what? Your roommate is a shade stalker! What did you just call me?